Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Truth Council 23 with me, your sister friend and spiritual wife for life, spiritual advisor Truth Nunez, and our spiritual counsel. Welcome, my lovies. Welcome to this bonus read. We wanted to do a bonus for you. We asked Spirit, the ancestors, and the frequencies. We asked because it's been so present. The energy of death has been so present, to the point where I was even watching this video about this female gangster. She was in the some type of she dealt with narcotics, but she also became like a hit woman of some sort, and she died back in, I forgot when it was. I think it was like back in 2019 or something like that. And she was killed by police, or maybe a little bit later. But and she took on the energy. It's curious because she took on the energy of La Catrina, which is very tied to the Day of the Dead, El Día de los Muertos. And this energy has been so present. This was just earlier after I did our reading. So the energy of death wants to speak. And so I asked God, because I wanted to do an offering for death, even though death is always there and death needs no introduction. But because death has done so much for me in my life and has protected me, and is truly an energy that when I came in, into agreement with the fact that death is important to me, it was an energy that was sent in such a very interesting way. And so I was brought to pick up Bacardi for death, and guess what? So when I picked up when I went to pay for it, I'm like, I want to do something. Death is so generous to me. I want to do something very generous for death, and death is like, I don't need you to do anything generous. Just pay what I'm telling you to pay. Guess how much they cost? This costs $13.99. 13 is the number of death. 13 is the number of death. 9 endings of chapter. And then you have 18 energy through that. So Pisces could be significant, but you have another 9 through that. So there's definitely 999 could be significant for you. But the number 13 is the number of death in tarot. In other tarots, most tarots, it's 13, but in other tarots, it's true. I've seen it be like 8 or other numbers, but normally it's the number 13. And so also we just had a Friday the 13th, so maybe that's why it's such an interesting time. But anyways, something about Sanchez. Anyways, I want to pour a little bit of this out for death. We're actually going to pour all of it out between now and tomorrow, but we're going to pour some of it out for death right now. So let me do that real quick, because this also came in earlier today. In the reading, people, with altars for death, but Spirit did give us, we should pour libations for death. And is raspberry. Apparently death likes raspberry today. Okay, the rest will be poured out this evening. But giving thanks to the energy of La Santa Muerte, to death, to that beautiful rebirth and death energy, giving thanks for its divine protection. I think it's a beautiful energy to honor and to frequent and to have a relationship with, because just because it's so merciful. And yet I was watching this video. So the video, it kind of like, I got a little offended, but death does not care. But I was like, they painted this person who took on this persona, La Catrina. She wanted to be known as like something about a home wrecker, wanted to be known as reckless, wanted to be known as someone that just kills people, would be willing to do anything. And I'm like, that's not what death is about. Death is because death is so merciful, we are all alive. It's like death is the patron saint of death. Like it's like the energy, the frequency. It's like God has put this beautiful energy as a stewardess to life. And that for me, I think is something to honor. I really do. I really do. Let's see what death has for you. So we're going to actually search death. So we're going to search for death. Death has an opportunity for you. An Ace of Pentacles. For some of you, death has a pregnancy for you. Let us see. Let us see. And for some of you, death is going to kill a hidden enemy. There's a hidden enemy that's either going to lose a child or they're going to lose themselves in some way. And there it is. There it is. Something's about starting today. There it is. La muerte. There it is. La muerte. There it is. 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 There is something about Isis. The energy of Isis is coming in. The name Isis, the name Isaiah is coming in. Who's a player? Isaiah, who's a player? Who wants to travel? Isaiah wants to travel. Let's see what messages death. Ooh. Oh. It's coming in strong. Oh. I cried. I cried in the gym today when I was in front of the mirror asking death for strength to do this, because this is something death wanted me to do. And I'm like, I have to channel you. I'm getting cold. I have to channel you. You're like, it's like you already have. So just do it. It was like, am I worthy of channeling such a beautiful energy? And it made my eyes water, and my eyes teared up, and God and yeah. Yeah. Ooh, it's cold. Ooh. Let's see. Isaiah wants to travel. Isaiah the player. Oscar wants to come in. For some of you, you lost an Oscar. For some of you lost a brother. Oscar wants to come in, and Isaiah wants to travel because Isaiah wants to be brave. Isaiah's a slave to lust and greed. Cadillac. The mother's going to die of a heart attack. November 14th. November 19th. Assailant. A sanctuary. A hidden enemy who pretended to be a friend. Someone had the intention of trying to harm someone that they had just met. An Airbnb. They sent someone that they had just, it's like you just met somebody and they tried to come to wherever you were staying, or Airbnb. She ain't playing. I'm hearing she ain't playing. A hidden enemy and a sanctuary. Veronica. Vanessa. Victoria. Victoria Falls. Victoria Falls. Victoria's gonna fall and sprain an ankle or twist an ankle. Someone that smells like fish, because they don't take breaks from sexuality. And they get mad when people tell them that. But they're very immature. It's like a spoiled brat who needs a spanking. A hidden enemy. Emily. Emily wants to be a hidden enemy. Samantha does too. Samantha's fond of you. A Chevy, a Ford, explorer. Someone you want to explore. For some of you, you have some type of Samantha in your field. S. Sierra. Someone has a lustful energy towards someone who they don't feel like hot mess. I'm hearing, do you think I'm scared? Do you think I'm scared? They live in so much fear and paranoia that they do, Theodore, that they do such reckless things to prove that they're not afraid. But all they're doing is projecting their fear and then being manipulated into weakness. They're weak. They're weak. They lack discipline. And it's usually the people that are most called to these types of energies. They're most called to me. Again, I'm channeling. Truth Nunez is channeling. This is not about Truth Nunez. Truth Nunez understands. Truth Nunez, when she met death, it was only a finger. And she was scared. She thought she was gonna die. And we came to save her from those who really wanted to kill her. Some of you are present. A Jeep Cherokee. Death is very silent. Death enjoys silence. Marcus, smoking too much marijuana. Houston. Death is very silent. Death does not speak. Death is doing this for the horse. It's like for the horse. The horse. It's for the horse. It's part of the hall, but it's for the horse. Death does not speak. Death is very silent. Everyone is watched by death. 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 Veronica Victoria. You have people that don't like to be watched. Death does not like to speak. Because when death speaks, death does not like to speak. Death does not like to speak. Death does not like to speak. Death just observes. Death just observes. This community of thugs. That's what you call it, right? You call it thugs. Death does not like to speak. Papa Legba. We the people find Thomas. We the people find guilty. The child is not yours. Someone that will be willing to do anything. The child is not yours. You love watching the horse. You love watching the horse. You love watching the horse. Why do you watch the horse? You coward. You live like a coward, and you will die like a coward. It'll be exposed. You live like a coward. You will die like a coward. You love watching the horse suffer. You betrayed real love. You live like a coward. And you will die like a coward. You all live like cowards. You walked back to your cowardly ways. You think you're brave. You're not brave. You're a slave and you're confused. You walk back to the lies. You walked back to the lies of your past. You didn't pass the test. Because your ambitions were to see people or an innocent person. I don't know why you watch the horse. She's trying to fight so that we move away from this conversation. You want to see the horse out like this. You have the power to support the horse. You want to see the horse out like this because you live like a coward. You live like a coward. You will see me one day. And this is not about the horse. You will see me one day. For money. You fell for the trick of the devil, the world. You walk back to a little girl. Summer slumber. Death does not intervene with the things of humans. Death is not impressed with the things of humans. Everybody wants to know death. Everybody wants to know what happens after. You live like a coward. What happens after? What does it matter? Cocky. If I die, it doesn't matter. So cocky. Someone who pretends they don't fear death because you live like a coward. It would be easy for you to leave. You live like a fucking coward. It would be easy for you to leave. You live like a coward. You live in lies. You live in shame. I don't care if you're an assassin. To the innocent. You defend the perverted that can pay you, and you harm the innocent. You live like a coward. You harm the innocent. You want to harm the innocent. You want the innocent stressed to paternity test. You coward. To lay up with Jezebels, men and women. pretending to be the best, so you can celebrate and drink. No se te conmueve el corazón. You leave people out. You even help people put people in this condition so you can celebrate and drink. Your shit don't stink. You're so impressive. Such a fucking spoiled brat, too. I didn't get the new thing I wanted. I want to see that person homeless. How the This is why we do not intervene with humans. This is why we do not intervene with humans. Mental prisons. I want to win. I want the new stuff. I want the new car. I want to be the prettiest. This is someone's soul. I want the marriage. I'm a hoe. I lied to you about my pregnancy, but I want the marriage. I want the marriage. Why do you like her? Why do you like him? I want the marriage. Empress in the reverse. I want the marriage. Why does that person get it and not me? Let's make them suffer. Let's bully them every day. This is what you find beautiful. Let's block them. Let's stalk them. A brain tumor for the stupid ass grandmother or the great aunt, some old lady. It's like old. Left side of the brain. Keep doing the same stupid bullshit. Emotionally unstable. Trying to hold on. We don't need these. They have tumors and they live like tumors. They have cancers and they live like cancers. And those are the people you feel bad for. Phoebe. You see the good as the bad and the bad as the good. You defend the bad and you hate the good. Not only do you hate the good, but you want to harm the good. At least you can leave the good alone. You see the bad as the good and the good as the bad. And for some of you, it's your dad. You defend the bad and you harm the good. '88, '67, '87, '92, '98, '99, '93, 2003, 2005. You see the good as the bad and the bad as the good. And if you just saw it that way, it would be great. But you, whoever this is speaking to, and you know who it is, Liz, you also want to harm the good. You want to destroy the good. Good news to you means that the good get to suffer unjustly out of nowhere. Flying through O'Hare. Good news to you means that the good suffer out of nowhere. That their whole foundation is disrupted out of nowhere. That's good news to some of you. That they have painful endings. This is what you want. This is what you want, to protect your lives, to protect your aunt, This is what you want, to protect your aunt. This is what you want to do to somebody, to protect your pretending sleazy aunt. The moon, something about the moon, something about moon crest, something about hill crest. To protect your scandalous, lying, scheming aunt who's mentally unstable. Who is mentally unstable. You want to harm a good, innocent person. This is what you want. A whole family of liars. This is what you want. An aunt who lies on contracts. This is what you want. You want to defend a scandalous aunt. I don't care if she plays with Wicca, Wicked, Wiccan, whatever. If we could just see this person homeless, all of our problems will be solved. If we could just see this person get harmed, if we could just see this person that death protects, if we can see this person be left out to left for dead. Dead. Something about Deborah. To left dead. If we could see this person left out, this would be happiness. We would be able to get away with everything we wanted to get away with. 5 of Swords. If we could just get away with killing somebody, leaving them out to struggle and die. Slowly, if they have to. We don't care. Sagittarius, who pretends to be an angel, but they're the devil. Shackled to the devil. They're not the devil. They wish they were. A fallen angel. who is promiscuous. If we can just get away with someone being a promiscuous slut, don't slut shame me. Gaslighting. If we can just kill that innocent person so I don't look like a hoe, but I still want to continue to be a hoe, but I don't want to look like one, the mental disorder is real. If we can travel to do some stuff to harm that person that we don't know, maybe even communicate with a crooked family, offer them a little bit of money in a work environment, something that is innocent and full of love, strategizing, thinking how to rush in, but holding back because of conflict and a Virgo and a marriage that has somebody feeling like they're in hell. It's there are limits to the transmission because the horse is still alive. And we don't want her dead. There are limits to her transmission because the horse is still alive and we don't want her dead. Because the horse is still alive and we do not want her dead. We don't want her dead. The horse is still alive and we don't want her dead. So there are limits to her transmissions. Taurus. Smartass. Who rejected a divine union. Suicidal. Justice is to be betrayed by the same people that they chose. Painfully betrayed. That's justice. And they've been strategizing. Someone got tricked out of their spot. Tricked out of their spot. And that's judgment. Giovanni. Giovanni, Gianna. I come in threes. Grapes. And heard it through the grapevine. Someone's going to lose their mind. You're going to hear it through the grapevine. And someone's going to lose their mind. And then they're going to cry. And then they're going to lie. And then they're going to spy. But they're going to hear it through the grapevine. And someone's going to lose their mind. It's going to come in threes. And these are little ones. I don't know why you watch the horse. Deborah. Catherine, who's a Lutheran. Truly a Satanist. Someone's going to lose their mind. They're going to get the news of the three and they're going to lose their mind. Why? Why? If any other human being does not matter enough for you to harm an innocent person, to want to see people that have done nothing to you but speak and be their truth, and that bothers you to the point where you want to even travel to harm an innocent person. If you lose three, what does it matter? Why are you going to lose your mind? If you lose three, why would you lose your mind? The decision's been made. There's another one. And there's a third. An air sign, a fire sign, and a water sign. A younger and then two older. You don't have to look over your shoulder. Because the person or the people that you innocently attack, they don't have to look over their shoulder. So why should you? When it surprises you, just let it be. You want to play a hidden enemy with the innocent. You don't see it at work. This projection of this stress. A heavy object. There's something, it's going to catch someone by surprise. It's almost like cutting, because the Two of Swords could also be cutting something off. There's going to be sadness, disappointment. La mamá que no ha matado por los 3 ajos que han faltado. La Llorona, crying over, killed 3 children and crying over the death or the shame of it. Hierophant, who's unstable. Someone's going to lose their mind. There's another teenager. There's this child. 2 are going to be left out. 5 children total. Going to lose their mind. It's like 5 children wiped out. And the 5 of Pentacles, one is going to be, it's a freak accident. It's a freak accident. You don't care. You didn't care. It's a freak accident. They're going to lose their mind. It's a freak accident. Because you wanted to say that someone's mind was lost, right? So now we get to see it. You tried to project this energy onto someone it didn't belong to, but now we actually get to see it. A medical field. I was seeing someone in the medical field. An Aquarius who wants to hide their face because they paid for something that's disgraceful. Who's under judgment. Five. 3 to 5. 5 to 3. Taking travels to be a hidden enemy in the middle of the night. They like to do rituals because they want to see someone 5 to 3 or 3 to 5. They like to see people heartbroken. Because they're invested in sharing false information, creating people, ruining lives. So you have people following someone who is liking to ruin their lives and everybody else, wrapping people up in a lie, taking action so people can take action. So that's the karmic wheel could keep spinning in conflict about a pathway that was taken in the past. So someone's in a perpetual war in some type of cycle because they took the wrong step a long time ago. 6 years could be significant. 13 years could be significant. But this cycle is closing out, and now someone is receiving their due after lies were told by a crew that are hanging out with a King of Wands, Justice Libra, who works for the judicial field or the medical field. The medical field. Hi. The horse is getting tired. 47, 48. The horse is getting tired. The investment. They're waiting for the sacrifice. So they can protect their vices. They can protect their ill will. They can protect their choices. They live like cowards, but they're going to get exposed. There's a new beginning. A yeast infection. For someone that likes to crack their knuckles. They get offended. Next time someone gets offended, when they go to a channeler or any reader, because they pick up on your energy, draw a drawing of death, whatever death means to you, and get offended with that energy. It'll help. Someone's lover who doesn't want to give up, who wants to block a path in a one-sided relationship. Death does not have a lot to say. We don't really meddle in the things of humans. She's releasing me. I got to share a little of my gift with you, my lovies. They are frequencies. They are frequencies. They are frequencies. Big energies like that, though, it's a little bit more. Death is very gentle. I can't remember. I can't remember some of it. So, God has been, for those of you who know, you know, and for those of you who don't know, there are channelings where they take over your entire, I was still kind of, my consciousness, or what Truth Nunez has formed as a personality and energy, it was still pretty present, but geez, wow. There's certain channelers that completely lose consciousness. Especially when you go to a fiesta de palos y te montas. Something about Martinez, something about Montañez or something like that. Something about Messier, something about Miser. Thank you for allowing me to do that, my lovies. I don't think we had a choice. I don't think we had a choice. I mean, we do and we do and we don't. But it is an honor to do that work with you. Woo, that was interesting. I'm curious to look back at it. But there are all types of energies. These beings, they don't need vessels to work through this realm. They don't need vessels. They don't. It's like a favor to us because they don't need vessels. They don't need vessels. There are all types of frequencies. Wow, that was intense. I have to go because I'm gonna go now and do homework, and I'm just being moved to move my body and to also let go of the urine in my uterus. So, excuse me, my bladder. But I need to go and do that because that's important. And so I'm gonna go and do that now. I hope that you got whatever you needed out of that, and that you're not feeling defeated for some of you. At least not feeling defeated for all the wrong reasons, and that all of these energies are truly, it's magical. It's magical. It's tragical how magical it is. It really is like beyond measurements. Beyond measurements. It's really a fantastic universe. It's wow. Anyways, somebody lost their front tooth, or they're about to. Someone has a fake tooth. Anyways, or someone had already a replacement. Someone's front tooth, their replacement is bothering them. Anyways, well, that's all we've got for you. Stay well. Stay well. Stay absolutely well. This is a special bonus for you. We didn't honor anybody in the beginning because it was focused on the energy of death, and death showed death showed itself. Again, I'm a channeler. I channel thoughts, feelings, emotions, and visions, but I am also a human, and so there's only so much they could give me at a certain time. They have to prepare. Alarm. They have to have alarms in place, safeguards. Anyways, stay well. Until very soon.